With the PlayStation 3 exclusive RPG Ni No Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch due for release in just over a month, excitement is high for this Level 5 Studio Ghibli collaboration. In our last video preview, we discussed the first 2 hours of the game, highlighting how Ni No Kuni's story begins. This time around, we're going to delve into the ins and outs of Ni No Kuni's battle and familiar systems, an important and enjoyable aspect of the game. Ni No Kuni's battle system is interesting because it takes elements of traditional turn-based RPG combat and throws real-time execution into the mix. As such, Ni No Kuni feels a little bit more like, say, Tales of Destiny than Final Fantasy VI. But there are layers to Ni No Kuni's battle system worth exploring, because it's not just about pitting your party of characters against groups of enemies. The entire battle system hinges on familiars that Oliver and his friends will control in battle, Pokemon style. Enemies are visibly encountered on the map, then Chrono Trigger, and battle will ensue soon thereafter. While main character Oliver can wield his wand effectively in battle, using both melee strikes and powerful spells, his best bet is almost always to stay out of the heat of battle. Familiars are far more effective in most situations, so you'll want to get used to using them in lieu of putting yourself at risk, even if familiars themselves share their parents' hit points and magic points. At first, familiars are given to you, but about 7 or 8 hours into your adventure, you'll begin to learn more about capturing them in the wild. Acquiring familiars in battle hinges on Esther, the kind-hearted blonde girl wielding a harp. Randomly in battle, enemies will begin to fall in love with your party. Hearts will appear above the creature's head, indicating that it can be lulled into joining your group. All you have to do is have Esther play her harp while these hearts appear, and voila, that creature is yours. But there's more to cultivating your group of familiars than simply catching them. You also have to have a place to store them. Each main character in your party can have up to 3 active familiars with them. Every familiar you have with you, as well as the character those familiars are affixed to, will level up after each battle, even if they didn't actively participate. All other familiars will have one of 2 places to go: a creature cage accessible from the main menu that has limited room, or a place where all other familiars can go called the Familiar Retreat. Familiar retreats are found throughout the world, mostly right next to save stones, giving you ready access to your array of captured familiars. Your party's primary characters, as well as all familiars, can be equipped with all manner of weapons, pieces of armor, and accessories. However, as is the case with most JRPGs, certain equipment types are catered towards certain characters and familiars. For instance, Oliver will equip wands as his primary weapon, while Esther will stick to harps. Main characters have 1 slot for weapons and 2 for accessories, while familiars will have 1 for weapons, 1 for armor, and 1 for accessories. All characters and familiars have a variety of statistics that will grow as they level up, though as mentioned earlier, hit points and magic points are strictly limited to the human characters. Each character and familiar will also have a set of commands that can be executed in battle, with up to 6 commands activated for use at once. So Oliver will have the option to attack, use an array of spells, utilize items from your inventory, or even set tactics for other characters in the party. Familiars, on the other hand, will have options of their own completely catered to their strengths, whether that strength is physically attacking, using black magic, healing, and on and on. You can swap between characters in real time during battle, and swap through familiars in real time as well. So you won't be limited to the choice you make at the outset. Successfully fighting in Ni No Kuni requires you to utilize the strengths of multiple characters and familiars in battle. All of this culminates in an incredibly enjoyable, robust, and deep battle system that mixes and matches elements of some of the great JRPGs. In Ni No Kuni, you can't just button mash and hope for the best. You have to move around the map, gain openings on your enemies, cast spells from afar when necessary, heal often, and otherwise manage a fairly large group of entities that span much further than your primary party itself. In other words, Ni No Kuni's aesthetics may seem cartoonish, but its battle system is actually quite hardcore. Ni No Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch launches exclusively on PlayStation 3 in late January. For more on all things Ni No Kuni, culminating in our full review in the coming weeks, keep it tuned to IGN.